today is pre-workout supplements. Now, this is just going to be talking about supplements alone. We've covered like food intake, and if you've not watched that video about my food intake around my workout, just scroll a bit, click onto the videos in the group, and I'm sure it will be there. Okay, but this is all about supplements around your workout. Now, my recommendations are creatine. You generally should be having 25 grams of creatine every single day for the full 7 days, and then once you've done that, 5 grams per day will be enough to maintain saturation within your muscles, it's called, which is basically when you start to train, you're going to be able to use creatine in your muscles effectively. Caffeine, I'm a big fan of caffeine. I like Monster, I love Monster, and coffee really. Okay, now the best way to get the most out of caffeine intake is to increase your sensitivity levels, because your body can get adapted very easily to caffeine intake. So an easy way to do that is, I'm never going to take anyone's morning coffee on them, often I get it, but generally limit caffeine then just to be around your workout. So making sure that you're just having it pre-workout, and then eliminating it after workouts, and generally trying to cut it out on rest days as much as you can, so you get more of effect of it. Okay, it will reduce a little bit of pain when you're training. It has been proven to give a mental focus, so you can concentrate a little bit more and finish your set and be a lot more effective during your workout. So caffeine is a big yes from me, only if it's used correctly. Amino acids, like with Protein Edge, again, that's why that's the only supplement we really stop, because it's just such an essential part of training, making sure that you get enough amino acid content in. Amino acids really is just like the reason you're eating top quality food. A quality food would be demonized as a quality food. A quality protein would be demonized by its quantity of amino acids. So how many amino acids it would have to be effective to help your muscles repair and grow will be sort of accounted by how many amino acids is in there, a good essential amino acids. So taking amino acids when you're weight training, I think, is really sort of a no-brainer to me personally. You know, we want to sort of increase as much blood flow and get more of a pump as possible. Now there's different researchers as well that said we don't really need a pump, things like that, but I generally like to get as much of a pump during a session, and holding on to that pain during the session, is forcing as much blood into the muscle as you possibly can, maintaining tension on the muscle whilst you're training it, and that is going to give us the best body shape, I think, over a period of time. Now, if we can increase our blood flow through different amino acid intake, that is going to massively help, which is in Protein Edge. So that's another yes from me with that. I would just touch on caffeine before I go, is that caffeine is a great supplement to help energy and mental focus, but it's also been very highly proven that if you give caffeine to an extremely tired body, it can bring on more chronic, really severe tiredness. So it can actually have a reverse effect if you're already tired. Now, I know that sounds silly because we go to caffeine when we feel tired, but I really want you to think back and be honest with yourself. When you was really tired, like really tired, does coffee really do nothing, and you just slowly start to feel shit, and you shitter and shitter throughout the day, the more coffee you have? Maybe, I'm not saying that if you start the day off tired, you're going to be feeling tighter and tighter as the day goes on anyway, but increasing your caffeine intake as you're getting tired could be having a negative effect and making you feel even more tired. So from a practical point, I'd just give that a go next time you feel really tired. After you've had one coffee, don't keep going to coffee, and just see how that would fare compared to if you usually do and go to more caffeine as we get tired. I'd just give that a go and then make your own opinion upon that. I give it a go, and I made my opinion on it, and I choose to, when I'm extremely tired, is to avoid caffeine the best I possibly can after my first initial bout of caffeine. Generally before you work out, I would take a stimulant like caffeine 30 minutes before you work out. Make sure it's fully into your system. Again, make sure as well that I wouldn't take too much caffeine if you're training late at night, because it's generally, I'm going to forget the hours off the top of my head, I think it's 6 hours it takes to get out of your system. Don't quote me on that, but it takes quite a while to get out of your system. So they do say generally avoid caffeine intake or high caffeine intake after 2 p.m. So I understand obviously that's not ideal for some training patterns. But maybe if you have a can of Monster, say pre-workout, I would have half a can, maybe, if you were training in the evening. If you normally have a big coffee, I'd just have half a teaspoon of coffee. So it'll just limit your intake the best you can, so it'll get out your system a little bit quicker, so you can get that very important sleep. Okay. So all in all, supplements, as always, for me, are a massive thumbs up, and pre-workout supplements, even if it's a placebo effect, generally if I feel like not working and I've took a pre-workout supplement, I think the biggest effect for me is that I'm actually doing something physically to get me mentally focused, and if that's placebo, then that's placebo, and it works massively. So it's always a good thing, I think. So